It's important to remember humans aren't the only ones who take extraordinary steps to protect, nurture and raise their young. The animal kingdom is flush with moms that take the time to teach their babies how to find food and protect themselves against the elements. Here's a look at 10 outstanding animal mothers going the extra mile for their young. Welcome to our channel. This is World 101, number 10. Giant Pacific Octopus. The giant Pacific octopus is perhaps the hardest working marine mom, laying up to 74,000 eggs in a deep den or cave and painstakingly caring for them for 7 months without leaving, not even for food. While this keeps the babies safe from predators, it is an act self-sacrifice. To survive without food, female giant Pacific octopuses live off the fats and proteins within their own bodies, ultimately dying of self-cannibalization as a result. Number 9. African elephant. At 2 years, elephants have the longest gestation period of any mammal. They also give birth to the largest babies of any land animal, with male newborns weighing up to 265 pounds. Combined, it's easy to see that the African elephant is a hardworking mother. Elephant calves depend entirely on their mothers for feeding for their first 2 to 3 years and continue to nurse for supplemental nutrients for longer. Luckily, after all that work, elephant moms don't have to rear their kids alone. They have the help of the herd, which is comprised entirely of females and their calves. Number 8. Gray kangaroo. For gray kangaroos, motherhood is all about multitasking. Babies are born at an early stage in development, just 36 days, and then make their way to their mother's pouch, where they will remain for further gestation and feeding until finally venturing out about 9 months later. Because the initial development period is so short, female kangaroos can get pregnant in quick succession, meaning they are nearly permanently pregnant. If they are carrying 2 joeys at different stages of development simultaneously, they can even produce 2 different types of milk at once to ensure that each baby gets the nutrients it needs at that time. Even more impressive is that if needed, a female kangaroo can freeze the development of an embryo so she does not give birth again until a previous joey is able to leave her pouch. Number 7. Virginia opossum. The Virginia opossum can have anywhere from 4 to 25 babies in a single litter. However, female opossums only have 13 nipples, 12 in a circle and 1 in the center. Because marsupials can only feed 1 joey per nipple, only the first 13 babies of a litter tend to survive. Still, 13 is a lot of babies to be responsible for at one time. They stay with the mother for about 100 days as they continue developing, eventually moving to right on the mother's back when they grow bigger. Number 6. Emperor penguin. The birthing process for emperor penguins is one of collaboration between mother and father. The mother exhausts her food reserves producing an egg. After laying it, she transfers the egg to the father, an act that takes the utmost care from them both, because damaging the egg would mean the death of the chick-to-be. After the transfer, the father incubates the egg, while the mother goes off to walk for months in the snow to gorge herself on fish. She doesn't keep this fish for herself though. Upon returning to her newly hatched chick, she regurgitates her feast to feed the baby. Number 5. Strawberry poison dart frog. While the emperor penguin mother goes the distance for her chick, the strawberry poison dart frog climbs great heights for hers. First, she lays her eggs on the Costa Rican rainforest floor. Once the eggs hatch, she carries the tadpoles one by one to individual tiny pools of water, usually in bromeliad leaves, but sometimes up to the tallest trees of the rainforest canopy. She then proceeds to feed each of her tadpoles her own unfertilized eggs until they metamorphose into a froglet. Number 4. Orca. There is no rest for orca mothers after their calves are born. The newborn killer whales don't sleep at all for the first month of their lives, which means the mother doesn't get to sleep either. Instead, they continuously swim, which helps to avoid predators and build important fat reserves and muscle. The mortality rate for young orcas is high, with between 37 and 50% of calves dying within the first 6 months of life, so it is especially important that mothers are around to provide protection. Some orcas stay with their pod for their entire life, which means that mother and child stay together throughout their lives. Number 3. Taita African Caecilian. The Taita African Caecilian gives the skin off her back literally. Once this worm-like amphibian mom's eggs have hatched, she grows an extra, nutritious layer of skin that she allows the children to eat. She regrows it every 3 days until her squirmy young become more independent. This behavior is called dermatotrophy. While extremely generous, it does not harm the mother. Number 2. Tailless tenrec. The tailless tenrec of Madagascar can give birth to up to 32 babies in one litter. Even an average litter size of 15-20 babies means a lot of mouths to feed. Though they usually have 12 nipples, some females have been found to have up to 29, which would certainly make the feeding easier. After about 3 weeks, tailless tenrecs are able to forage for nesting materials. The mother is responsible for guiding them. Number 1. Frilled Shark. Though little is known for certain about the mysterious deep-dwelling frilled shark, scientists believe that females have the longest gestation period of any vertebrate, up to 3.5 years. One explanation for this extra-long pregnancy is that the intense cold this creature inhabits causes its metabolism to slow down. As for what takes place during this extended gestation period, the frilled shark's young develop in eggs inside the female, and she gives birth once they are fully developed.